This video might confuse some of my newer, more recent subscribers. Last time I made a video talking about jailbroken content, I believe was on the Jailbroken 360. That was like back before I even came back to YouTube. So like last summer, we're about to move into the next summer. So almost a year ago. So I know this channel mainly focuses around, fashion, but I also like to talk about another thing on this channel, which is not necessarily video games, but mainly jailbreaking content. My first video, one of my first videos that ever blew up, which was actually my most viewed video for a long time, was the video I made just showcasing a jailbroken 3DS and, all of its capabilities and whatnot. In this video, I'm going to be making a video on my console that I've actually been working on pretty recently since I've had more time on my hands now, which is my Nintendo Wii. I haven't worked on my Wii since like 2021, back when my friend Caleb wanted me to jailbreak his. And then I remember I jailbroke his, and then we set it up so we could play Mario Kart Wii online, Animal Crossing online, multiplayer. Those servers still do exist. I think first thumbnail idea that came to my head when I was thinking about this was Mario Kart Online, because that was like crazy to me that it still works to this day. So like my past two jailbreaking videos, I made one showcasing the Xbox 360. That was a dope video. And then one showcasing the jailbroken 3DS, which was also a pretty fire video. So in this video, I'm not going to show you guys how to jailbreak the Wii, but I'm just going to show you guys what it does. It's just a showcase pretty much. I'm going to showcase my Wii, all the games I got on there, similar to what I did in the last two videos. So now let's hop into the capabilities of the Wii. Number one, you can play game backups. That's like the number one reason to have the jailbroken Wii. You can play Wii game backups. So there's a thing called USB Loader GX, and there's another one called Wii Flow. But pretty much these are apps where you could play game backups. So you can put all your games onto a USB, put it into the Wii, and you have all your games on the Wii without having to put in your disc or none of that. On top of that, it allows you to rip Wii games. So any games that you had, you can make a copy of them, put them onto the USB, then put them into the Wii, and you can play them now without having to put the disc in, and you have all your games in one place. So me personally, on my game collection, I like to keep all the Nintendo titles because, as you all know, Nintendo titles come out exclusively on Nintendo consoles. So I feel like it's only right to just, put all the Nintendo games on my Nintendo consoles. Like for example, on my Wii, I have all, Nintendo titles. And I do have like other games, like other cool games like, Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resorts, or even Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. A couple here and there that would be cool, playing with my brother or whatnot. But mostly Nintendo titles. And then on my 3DS, I have mostly Nintendo titles too. It's also very, very appealing to the eye, like in my opinion, like it's an eye candy, because the app, the USB loader, it like puts it into a list and it has all the cover art. You could download the cover art. So it's like you have a virtual bookshelf of all your games. You still have them all there. I don't know. It's just very like, it's satisfying. It's oddly satisfying to look at, having all your games right there, all the covers right there, and you could just launch them, upload them at any time. Not only can you do Wii games, but as you all know, the Wii can also play GameCube games. So you can also play backups of your GameCube games, which I wish I was able to do that. The reason I wasn't able to do that though is because I don't have a Nintendo, the GameCube save thing. So I didn't even know that you have to have like an actual Nintendo GameCube save card and put it into your Wii in order to play like some GameCube games. So that kind of sucks, but also I believe you need a GameCube controller as well, which I don't have one. And I know it's 2024 and I'm here still talking about the Nintendo Wii, but it's still something. I know there's too many people that don't have that I know don't jailbreak their consoles. There's too many people I know that just have their old Wii laying around. And the Wii is the perfect console to play with your friends, and then the Switch is too. But the thing is on a jailbroken Wii, you can do a whole lot more than on, you know, a regular Switch, one that's not jailbroken. And, you know, moving on the Wii, you can do cheat codes. There's a bunch of cheat codes. I know it was called Ocarina or Ocarina, I'm not sure, but I know there's a way where you set it up. Well, back then, like in 2021, before the database got deleted, there was a way where you hit a button and it downloads the cheat file for you. I guess that website went down or got discontinued or whatever. You know, simple way around it. There's a big pack of cheat codes that you could download, put it onto your SD card, and you'll have it for every game ever, you know? So that's pretty cool. Like for example, in Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart, in Super Smash Bros. There's codes that unlock everything. So you unlock all your characters, you unlock all this and that. And some people might say, oh, well, that takes away the fun. I mean, in my opinion, not really. I don't think that takes away the fun, because when I play Super Smash Bros, I don't go in there to play the story mode or to unlock characters. I just go in there to, you know, fight people. And especially when my brother comes over or whatnot, or whoever comes over, my friend Sion, whoever, I want to already have all the characters unlocked so we could pick from whatever, all the stages unlocked, whatever. Same thing with Mario Kart, got all the characters and whatnot. And all that's really doing is just saving you time. You know, those type of cheat codes are just saving you time. You know, for example, and I saw a video on the OLED Switch, the guy who had his jailbroken OLED Switch, which by the way, I just got my mod chip for my OLED Switch, so be expecting the video for that. He was like, oh, I seen a video on YouTube that was like, oh, how to unlock all the characters on Super Smash Bros. In under 90 minutes. But with a simple cheat code or a save file, you can unlock them all in 90 seconds. I mean, it's not comparable. Like there's no contest, you know what I mean? So that's all it is just saving you time. And I personally think it's pretty dope that I could just unlock everything at a click of a button. And granted, some games, they won't have a cheat code. Like for example, let's just say Dragon Ball Z, I forget the name of it exactly, but it's Dragon Ball Z 3. There's not a cheat code on there. There's cheat codes, but there's not a cheat code on there that's like a unlock everything. Mario Super Sluggers too, I remember had this too. On Mario Super Sluggers, that one didn't have a cheat code, or I think it did have a cheat code that had to unlock everything, but the cheat code wasn't working. You'll come across that too sometimes where the cheat code doesn't work. There's a simple way around that, and that's you download a save. I know there used to be an old website called WeSaves.com. But now all that stuff is like on a Google Drive. Somebody, I don't know how they did it, but I think they archived the website. So they have all the saves from that website on a Google Drive. So you could just go through there, download the save. The ones you want to download are called the 100% save file, which means like it was 100% completed the game. So like for Mario Super Sluggers, for example, the cheat code wasn't working for me, right? And you know, in the game, there's characters you still gotta unlock, you know, baseball fields you still gotta unlock, but with the 100% save file, just download that, put it in, everything's complete now. You know, I could just play, you know, whatever, whenever, and play, you know, whenever my brother comes here. I have all the stages unlocked, all the characters unlocked. We can choose from anybody. And then also you got your other cheat codes too, which are just like fun cheat codes, like Super Smash Bros. You got like one-hit kill codes, or Mario Kart, you got like everlasting item codes, things like that. And sometimes cheat codes don't work, or sometimes cheat codes are buggy. Or like Animal Crossing. I know Animal Crossing, all the cheat codes work. I know Animal Crossing, there's ones where you could just like walk through walls and do whatever. Animal Crossing, definitely a goated game. And the Wii has more cheat codes than you would on other jailbroken consoles. Like for example, the 360. The Xbox 360 is hard to run cheat codes on, because not only are they very limited on games, there's not that many cheat codes, and there's not that many games that have cheat codes. And even if you run them, it is still pretty hard to get them working. But like on the Wii, for example, they work like 99% of the time, and literally every game has cheat codes that are out there. But yeah, like for example, I remember The Godfather, I was playing that on the Wii. That one had a bunch of cool cheat codes. On my Xbox, doesn't have any cheat codes, you know what I mean? So, and then of course there's your emulators. You could also run emulators as you can on any jailbroken console. Me personally, I don't really like emulators, and I will be making a video on why I feel like emulators are basically pointless. And that's because, for example, right, for people out there watching this that are already familiar with jailbreaks, whatnot, and they're like, wow, this guy's still talking about a jailbroken Wii in 2024. Well, my thing is this. Let's say you have, I have an Xbox Series X that has developer mode running on it with RetroArch. I can play Wii games on there. Or I can play Wii games on my jailbroken Wii. On my Xbox Series X, I can play Wii games. I could definitely get the cheat codes to work somehow. I could definitely plug in my Wii remote, get that to work somehow. And I could upscale the graphics. That'll look way better than the Wii would. But that doesn't give you the same feeling that playing it on the Wii traditionally would give you. That's not going to give you the nostalgia hit. None of that, you know? And then moving back to emulators, you know, on the Wii, you could do like NES emulators, SNES, Game Boy Advance, things like that. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of emulators, so I don't have any on there. And then also keep in mind, if you guys remember, the Wii had something called WiiWare. They had games on the market. These were all games that you could download from the internet. I grew up without internet, especially when I was used to play the Wii back then. So I never knew this existed until like recently. But they had a way you can download Mario like 64, the original one from the N64, and I think and like Super Smash Bros from the N64. So you can get those games too, but I believe you have to plug in, I don't know if you have to plug in a GameCube controller or an N64 controller, but you do have to plug in one of those. So there's a way to get, you know, those ones too. You know, it's more legit than playing it on an emulator too, so that's pretty cool. And then like I said, there's still a way to, you know, play online. I was playing Mario Kart Wii online the other day actually, and it was actually working like pretty good. Because I remember back in 2021 when I set it up, it kind of sucked because I remember even like I couldn't get it to work like at 100% accuracy. And even when I did, there was like modders playing the game. So they were just like had infinite star power, which is like, bro, like you're ruining the game, but it's whatever. Now, since I've gotten better at it, like it works 100% of the time. So that's cool too. And even Animal Crossing 2 is a cool game, and I definitely got to explore some other games I could play online. And I even remember when I turned on my Wii again, I remember I found a picture from like a screenshot from like 2021 when me and Caleb were playing Animal Crossing together. So that was pretty cool too. It's just like it's almost like Nintendo consoles as a whole just create more core memories than like other consoles do, in my opinion. Another dope thing too is Wii games are like relatively small. Like if you have a terabyte USB, like that's overkill. Like you won't even be able to find enough games to put on there. Like I have my USB is only 128 gigabytes. Bought it for like $15. It's actually, you know, like it's a real USB, a Samsung, you know, not off brand or anything. I think I already have like 60 games on there. I don't know, but I already have the entire, like all Nintendo games I have on there, and I still have room over like for a Monopoly, Uno, things like that, you know? So that's another thing too, is you could get so many games on there. And then another thing I remember I was working on with my game backups was my old USB. I had it in FAT32 format. And that's not a good thing. I'll tell you guys right now that WBFS is definitely the way to go for your USB when putting it onto your Wii. So I believe WBFS is a format that like only the Wii can read it. Like the Wii, like the storage device, whatever storage device comes on the Wii, I believe it's in that format. And I believe that that's why that format works so good on the Wii. Because like when I had my FAT32 USB, I would plug it in and it would work in like this super bootlegged way where it would say like, oh, it doesn't detect the device, and then you would have to unplug it, plug it back in, and then it would detect it, and it wouldn't work all the time. But as soon as I put it in WBFS, like it works like 100% accuracy. You just have to get an application. I think it's Wii Backup Manager, and that's what allows you to see all the games, transfer games onto the USB and whatever. So that's really it for this video. I'm done talking. I think after this, I'm just gonna let some gameplay play for you guys when you guys could watch. But if you guys are a new follower of my channel, or this is your first time seeing me, at the end of every video, I like to add a name of one of my subscribers or followers to this notebook right here. because one day in the future I plan on going through this notebook, reading everybody's name individually and just remembering like, hey, like that guy did this and that. Today I wanted to add actually a very, very, very important person's name. Now this guy goes by the name of Blue Color Rings. This guy is actually my cousin Marlon. And I want to give a big shout out to this guy because he's been a supporter since day one. Quick story, actually, he's actually the reason I found the name to this channel. So when I was telling him I'm gonna start a second channel and just do how-to videos and just so show people cool stuff, like talk about CDs and Blu-rays and how to crease your pants and stuff like that. This guy made a joke. He was like, oh, what are you gonna call it, bigger shirt? I was like, bro, you're a genius. Because my nickname, well, my alias name is Big Shirt. Long story short, it was a name given to me at my high school, at Pasadena High School. They started calling me Big Shirt when I was playing football because I would wear, come to practice wearing big shirts. But I just ran with it, and that's, the name caught on. So it's always been Big Shirt. So when I wanted to start a secondary channel, I was like, damn, what am I going to name it? He was like, oh, what are you going to call it? Bigger Shirt? I was like, bro, you're a genius. That day history was made. I even took a picture that day. I was like, bro, you're a genius. I'm going to take a picture of this right now to remember the day Bigger Shirt was born. So I took a picture, but yeah, Marlon is definitely more than a subscriber of mine. He's my family, and he's one of the few people I can, talk to like in real life. But also, like, I remember when I released my first video on this channel, I remember it was about CDs, and I would always send Marlon Blue Color Rings, the video. I would have the video as unlisted, and I would always send him my videos and like ask him to review them before I release them, and he would always give me his very honest opinions on them, and he would actually always speak very highly of them too. And he was like, bro, like, I really hope you release, like, he would encourage me, which is why I love this dude so much. He's like, bro, I really love this video. Like, I really hope you release this one. It's really good, bro. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Some of my newer subscribers off because they're probably like, what? I thought this channel was mainly about fashion. But no, I make videos just about things that I'm passionate about, So yeah, but that's all, guys. Have a blessed one, and I'll see you later. Bye.